Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. Today, we're looking at ToneBoosters TB Reverb. I hope you're all doing well. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling average. If you're watching over there on Facebook, hold on to your ankles because that's going to change soon. I'm taking it from you. You can always join us over here at youtube.com/JadeStarr or at howtoapponIOS.com to watch the show every day in the browser. And you can also now these days watch the show over on Twitch. Twitch, yes, it's happening. And so, look, if you do use Twitch, please go over there and follow me. Pop over to the chat and say hello. If we get a few people going over to the chat and just chatting for a second and then leaving, it starts to build up an affiliate. And then we can get some cool stuff happening there. I'll be doing some gaming over there as well on the Twitch. This week, I'm going to be playing some Grand Theft Auto during the week. And a bit of Far Cry 5. That's happening this week. Plus, this show is broadcast there daily over at the Twitch. Yeah. Hey, if you're watching here on YouTube, remember at the beginning of the show, I normally say hellos and stuff like that. And if you want to skip past that, there's always a timestamp down below or a pinned comment in the comment section that you can skip to the bit where we talk about the app, and you don't have to deal with me going, hi, hello, and the occasional doctor's orders. So speaking of that, let's do the highs. Let's say the hellos, the goodbyes, the good days, the whatever you want to call them, the greets to Danny Broderick. Scott is in the house. And speaking of doctor's orders, Tom Rochelle, Stu Cash, Kim Harden Hudson. I see Pete's over there at the Twitch, twitching out like a freak. Yeah! Bubba, hello. Orchestra Eclipse. Jeff Bresh. What is with that? Siamon. Effing good to see you. I did say Bubba, didn't I? Yes, I did. My memory is shot after yesterday's show. Peanut Cream. Hello to you. We've got everybody there. Hello, Russ. Good to see you, Russ. If you haven't seen the interview I did with Russ, what are you doing? Head over and check it out. It's around. It's on the channel. You can do all that kind of stuff. All right, what else do I have to cover housekeeping-wise? I will save my rant till the end of this week. So we're not doing an interview this week. Hello to Doug from the sound test room. Just amazing timing, Doug, just as you came in. I was just about to say something about you. So, let's cover... I'm going to give away the prize for the DecentSampler in-app purchases today as well. So, I won't forget. Remind me in the chat. Remind me. Remember the giveaway. Remember the Alamo. Remember the giveaway. Hello, Joe. Kiss, kiss. All right, so we're going to be doing that. Tomorrow on the show, I can let you know. Did you see that here? Whoa. We got Poetry in Motion happening. Tomorrow, we're back at our Wart series, and we are doing Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones, but names will never hurt me. We're looking at bullying tomorrow on the We All Rise Together series on mental health and well-being. So we're looking at bullying, and we're looking at bullying across the spectrum within every societal box. So join me for that. And then after that, we're doing a Clubhouse debrief. So that should be cool bananas. Now I don't have a banner ready for what I'm going to tell you about next, but we're not having an interview this week because it's April Fool's Day, and I just thought that it would be inappropriate to have an artist on the show and talk music with them on April Fool's Day. So instead, I've got two fools joining this fool, and we're going to have the April Fool's Jester's Court round table with me, Pete Johns, and Doug Woods from the Sound Test Room. And we're going to answer all your questions, and we're going to talk about a whole lot of cool topics. And it's going to be really cool. So hopefully we can knock Russ off the top viewing list, yeah? We must destroy Russ. Russ has become the ultimate interviewee. Anyway, I'm talking shit. Are there any price drops with apps? Not really. Not much is happening. Oh, look, there you go. I lie. Lyricist is down from $7.99 to $5.99. So you recall we did Lyricist a couple of weeks ago. It's dropped a couple of bucks already. I keep seeing this multi-track DAW app as well. It's dropped from $10 to 99 cents. If that's like catching your eye there, remember there's a crap load of in-app purchases within that just to get it to a barely usable thing, right? So, yeah. Barely usable. So I think it works out to be like $30 odd to like make it up to 16 tracks or up to 32 tracks to record on it. So there's that. But there's not much else there to look at. Let me have a sip of coffee. You know, Kim, Russ has no choice. He has to let me talk to him like that because I'm on the internet and he can't do anything. Can you, Russ? I'll send the boys round. No, don't send the boys round. No. All right. What else do I have to cover? I'm sure there was something else I had to talk about before getting into today's app, and I can't remember what it is. But tiddly squat. I don't know. I guess we should just get into it, yeah? And stop pissy pantsing about. Hello to Jamie. I'm not going to pissy pants about, all right? Let's get straight. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to mention. Russ has a show over on the Sound Test Room tomorrow. So 2 hours before this stream, I think that's right. Yeah, 2 hours before this stream, head over to the Sound Test Room, and Russ has an hour stream of his music with video and stuff, and it's going to be really fantastic. It's a listening party over there at the Sound Test Room. So if you're not already subscribed to the Sound Test Room, I don't know what you're doing, all right? You're crazy. Get your head read. Check into the facility. The same facility that Paul the Music Man is in since I wrote the Bum song. So it's 8 p.m. London time. UK time, yeah. All right, so what are we doing today? We are looking at ToneBoosters, TB Reverb. And it's cool. TB Reverb. And it does have a price on it. So... But let's talk about the price first. So here it is. And ToneBoosters make some really cool apps. Now, I will be honest and upfront. I actually only owned one ToneBoosters app until getting this. Right? Now, I know. It's not that I don't like the apps or anything. There's only so many apps that you can own, right? And I'm trying to own every single one of them. But it is impossible. But we're getting there. So, and you'll probably recall, maybe about a month ago, I said the dumbest statement on the planet. There's so many reverb apps. Who needs them? And in the last month and a bit, probably, I've reviewed like some of the best reverb apps I've ever used in my life. And I've been using reverb for these little jams that I do. I've had to eat my words. And that's okay, you know, because it's good to be able to like make mistakes and go back on these things and reevaluate the things that you say. It just happens that a lot of the reverb apps I used to use sucked dog's balls. And then I came across all these great ones like, you know, Black Hole and Alteza and Shimmer Verb. And there's just been so many really fantastic ones that I've looked at. And a few people recommended me have a look at this one, so I did, and today we're going to give away Not today, but in a couple of days' time. So we're giving away 2 copies of this as well. Just bear with me for 1 second while I try and do something fancy here. Right, so we got 2 copies to give away, and it's the same deal. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, and in 2 days' time, we'll announce the winner of 2 copies of this. So let's see. Cool, that's all I have to do. All right, sorry, I'm talking to myself. Right, so the price of this, I do believe it is currently $8.99 US and in British pounds. If somebody could check on that for me and let me know. I didn't have enough time to check before the show because of all the daylight savings clock changes, but I do believe it's $8.99. So why is that a pretty fair price? Okay, because you have absolute black hole. Look, it's cheaper than a lot of the other bigger ones that there are. Yeah, in 2 days' time, I'll forget to give it away. Thanks, Joe. Oh man, we need a thing. I need to set a timer or something that goes, "Wake up, Jeff!" like the Wiggles, to remind me to do the giveaway. I just forget about it, you know. I'm so sorry, folks, that I do forget about the giveaways. Ah, dear. All right, so $11.99 in Canada, but I'm pretty sure it's like $8.99 in the US. $8.99 confirmed. Thank you very much, Cy F, and good to see you. Alrighty, so how are we going to look at this today? I have no idea. I've got something pre-prepared. Look at this. I've got all this stuff ready. So let's have a play with it, shall we? So I guess we're going, hey, Paul, what's going on? Good to see you. I don't think I've missed anyone else who's come in late. I think I've got everyone else. So we're going to turn on this, and I think it's a guitar. I do believe it's a guitar. Yeah, look, it's thanks, Russ, for pointing that out to me. So if you aren't able to afford one of the Fab Filter reverb, right? This is perfect. This is a super pro level reverb app up there with that standard. All right, a Fab Filter. It definitely is. I believe, and it looks really neat. It has a whole bunch of stuff built into it. EQ, you know. Ooh. So there you go. You got a little bit of a preview there. So there's just my acoustic plugged directly into. And a little bit of bleed through the mic. So let's bring this in and have a look at what it looks like, because I want to kick off with a few things. I should put my guitar down. Hang on, let me put my guitar back down. Listen to that sustain. Sustain. Did I tell you I know Phil Collins, everybody? No, I'll tell you that. That's another story for another time. I met him through Doug, actually. We had a 3-way conversation on the phone. Anyway, so look, before anything else, let's have a look at what it looks like, all right, with our eyes. Man, what am I talking about today? All right, so here it is. Here's a full screen version of it. Now, what's really fantastic, we did. Doug's confirmed that we did. Phil Collins and also the Foo Fighters. You can change the look of this, and I know this doesn't really change the sound of this app, but it does add a pleasing thing to your peepers. All right, and you've got to look after your peepers. So up here in the top right hand corner, you have this little section here. You can click on it and look at all these lovely little colors and stuff. So, and they've got lovely names too, like lime bitters. I'll have lime bitters, thank you, and make mine a honey lost. Ooh, luscious. Midnight blues. Look at that, lovely. So it can really get you in the mood for your particular reverb. So you've got a bit of charcoal here. I'm having a coffee right now. So let's match that and go espresso. Look at that, espresso. We've got berry and mint. It sounds like more. I feel like I'm at a cafe. So look, there's some really lovely colors you can make this. Oh, this lemon one. There we go, a bit of lemon. So rainy day, so it can match the weather outside. I just think this is a really nice touch. And look at that. If you really want to like brighten things up, if you like having your eyes burnt out. So oysters, a lot of really nice. Got a winter snow. I know you're all thinking, "Fuck, this is boring. What the fuck are you talking about?" Really high contrast. You know, if you're blind as a bat, like a few of us are. So I'm going to go back to, let's just go with charcoal. Let's sit with charcoal. So that's nice. Yeah, Doug's eyeballs just melted. Right, so that's the first thing. It looks really nice as well. So it's an AUv3 plugin. That's really cool too. So you can use it in all of your doors and all of your windows and all of your cat flaps, whatever you like. And it has lots of big knobs down the bottom. Look at those big, glorious knobs for those of us, again, who may be a little bit vision impaired. So, lots of big buttons down the bottom. Charcoal, that does look nice in AUM. I thought I would match with my AUM. And to the side here, this is where you will find all this fancy stuff. So you have EQ here. So nice. So again, if you've used the FabFilter stuff, it's kind of got a little bit of a FabFilter look about it. Just especially when you shrink it down a little bit. See, it's got that little FabFilter look when it's smaller, and when it gets bigger, it's kind of like a blind person's FabFilter with nice big buttons and everything. So there's your EQ. As you click down the side here, you've got your decay. You've got a gate, so that's really pleasant, you know. You've got an LFO in this as well, so that's really nice. And you've got a shimmer. So again, really generous stuff in there. To access your banks of presets, you just click up the top here, and there you go. So look at all the presets you get. That is a lot of presets. It's very generous with the presets. And they've been very generously broken up into sections here. So you can see from the top we have halls, gates, like envelopes, rooms, then reverbs, which break down to shimmers at the end. So everything's nicely put out for you to understand, very clear to understand, and I like that. It makes me feel very good. Why am I clapping? Man. Anyway, so let's grab my guitar and let's hear what it does. Ooh. So we're on this dark sound. Is that what I'm gonna kick off with? Let's try something a bit different. I'm gonna go for. I like this one. Integrator. So. Look at that. Can you see it wobbling? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So that would mean we have the LFO turned on in this particular effect. And you can see with the LFO, what's really cool is if I scroll up and down, you can actually turn up the volume of what you want the LFO to be connected to. So you can see here, the delay mix, it has 10%. And you can change the wave pattern up here. So pretty cool, right? So, and what else have we got? So there's no gate in this one. There's so this is your decay, and this is the EQ, and there's no shimmer in this. Now remember this. Well, I'm starting with this one. There's no shimmer in this effect, but incredibly, it sounds like there is. So. Very impressive for having no shimmer. built into it. So that's using the LFO and the decay to really create that. It's like it's impersonating a shimmer. So trust me, when we get down to these shimmer sounds, you're going to be like, ooh, that's fancy Clancy. If you actually knew somebody called Clancy. Does anybody actually know anyone called Clancy? Would you call your child Clancy in 2002? Oh my God. Sorry, I'm knocking back the coffees because it's been a hard weekend. It's been a hard weekend. All right. What I'm going to do is just run through some of the sounds. So I'm going to turn down my microphone and I'm going to go down to the bottom of the effects here and just run through what we can achieve here. And then we'll jump over to the drums after this and we'll show you some really cool plate reverbs that you can add to some drums. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I've barely scratched the surface there. You know what I'm saying? I barely scratched the surface. So, and one of the other cool features on here, which I just want to show you quickly before I jump into another instrument, some vocals and some drums and stuff, is the freeze button. All right. So, if I strike a note, there's this freeze button here. Now you'll see, as I've hit that, so this freezes the decay. So if now I hit a note and hit that freeze button, we get this drone of this decay happening. And I can change this. That is very, very, very beautiful in my opinion. worth the price of entry. Just absolutely lovely app. Really beautifully designed. Looks absolutely sensational. Let's try it on a few other things, yeah? So let me throw down my guitar for a second. Maybe better than Black Hole. Look, tell you what, it's going to get a workout from me over the next couple of weeks. And as you will see, well, I'm going to have a jam at the end of this like usual. Hopefully, I'm just going to go through a few other things here. We may go a little over time today. The jam won't be as long as usual. So let's just close this out for a second. So all I've basically done is thrown ToneBoosters on pretty much every single instrument I have here. So I'm trying to show off just what it can do. So let's jump over to some drums here. So we've got, let's hit play. So I've just got a, yeah, it is very different from Black Hole. So this is just a soft drummer here. And basically what we have on here, because the gating on here is really wonderful. So I'm just going to make this a bit smaller for you. So that's just the bare sound. But you can hear just with this, how much room that gives it. Oh man. So that's just a small pump gate in here, and the gates are really wonderful for this. Remember, you've got all these extra. You can add an LFO to this as well, and really, you know, get a bit mental if you wanted to. Right. Just the addition of having an LFO to create some crazy drum sounds. You know, we've been looking at things like all these Bleace apps lately, which have all these really fancy interfaces that, you know, just one click you can do all this. But you can get in here and pull back. And you can change. So we've got a saw up on here. Changes to a triangle. We can disable that and get rid of it. So you can see there's no shimmer on here. Again, you can add shimmer in any time you want. You've got the levels of shift that you can put on your shimmer. So you've got all these options down the right hand side. Let's just turn that off for now. Again, with your decay, and remember you've got an EQ as well sitting here. So you can really fuck with this on so many levels, man. For $9, no brainer, sorry. I know I'm costing you money. Let's just run through some of these gates. And what's really cool too, when you're in your EQ, you've got your, you can see what's going on, folks. It's a really beautiful display too. Let's just sort of slap a few holes on here as well. So we've got a big bottom there, just to, you know, we're in a big hole. There's even a nice delay in there as well. Now you've just seen I've clicked up, there's a whole bunch of expert settings in here as well. And then you get your simple roomed stuff as well, which is really nice. And if we some really beautiful reverb sounds in here. So you get some more dead sounds. And yeah, look, let's throw on, like, check this out. So this one's called The Neighbors. Now, I saw this on Doug's stream. So how cool is that? It sounds like it's coming from next door. That's just, what a wonderful preset. That is just so nice. Instantly, you've got something really far and distant, and that's what you want from a reverb. Something that can create a really amazing, you know, space for your instruments. And look, that's just absolutely fantastic. You know, that's the kind of stuff that you want to get off over. Beautiful stuff. Quickly check on something a bit crazy. So you can see we've got a reverb running on here. We've got an LFO running on this one. Going up and down, up and down. Whoa. I'm going to go back to this medium. We'll stop that now. All right, so there's what you can do with the drums. So let's jump over to Ravenscroft. See what we got over here. So we do have a piano, just Ravenscroft. Nice, yeah? Let's spin that back around so you can see. So sorry, the camera's a bit dark today, but I've got a headache. I've had a migraine this morning, so I'm just keeping it a bit dim in here for my brain. So let's throw this on. And what have I got it set to? So it's set to the shimmer forward. Let's go over. Hey, Saga Kadabra, hope you're doing well. And hey, Greg, I don't think I said hello to you either. So we got some beautiful reverbs in here. Again, I want to just go back to this neighbors one. I just love that. That's really nice. I'm going to head over to, where are we? This AUv3. So I'm not going to do that too much. Oh, we have a nice little dungeon sound here. But what I'm going to do is put this back to where I had it for my little jam I'm going to have. What did I have it on? Majestic? No. There we go. So you can imagine, like on synths, it's going to sound beautiful. Just to show you something else here. So an app I'm going to do soon. I know Doug's already covered this, done a look at the beta for this app. But I'm going to wait for it to be released before I really do an in-depth thing. So this is Web SDR. And basically this is like radio unit. So you can plug into these amazing radio, like internet radio stations. You can plug into like some really crazy shit, right? This is going to be a great app once it's released by Blue Mango. And so this is basically what it is here. Man, I'm digging this app so much. It's one of my favorite apps so far this year. I can't wait to have a play with this. It is just, trust me folks, if you're into like drones, making crazy stuff, you're not going to want to miss this app, this Web SDR. It is bananas. But yeah, so as you can see here, this sounds like we've got a sound coming from from the International Space Station with the Imperial probe droid on Hoth. So yeah, this is an open beta. If you are interested in grabbing this and having a play with it, just jump over to the Blue Mango YouTube channel, and there's a link in that video. Maybe Tom can find the video for it, I don't know, and just post a link if people want to. But so you have to leave this open though, if you're using it in AUM, or it cuts off. But look what ToneBoosters Reverb does to this. And I have this set to a feedback shimmer. Listen to that, man. Oh, are you excited? I'm excited. I love this app. Along with ToneBoosters, it sounds absolutely sensational. So it's just going to be so great, this app, for using these reverb apps with and creating off the wall stuff, noise, ambient tunes. Thank you so much, Tom. You are amazing. Round of applause for our amazing, I'm going to say head moderator, Thomas Christ. All right. So that's a little bit of that. Let's turn that off. And again, you can use it with, you know, so I've got radio unit here. You know, if I turn these off. So I've got Velvet on here and ToneBoosters. Let's bring in this Geo Shred. So I've got ToneBoosters on this as well. And so I've got an LFO running on this one. I've got this integrator happening. So you see if I pull this out of there. Pretty boring. Right, so we'll bring it all together now. So we've got 10 minutes to, we'll probably go a bit over, maybe 10 minutes over today, just for fun. Now, let me do this. So, for Hamburg, I think that's all I need to do. For Hamburg, cool. Just give me a second, just in case I bring up the wrong screen. Nah, we're all good. Cool. All right, so we've got to do this giveaway now. You did need to remind me. All right, let's close that out. Let's do the giveaway. Randomnumber.org and bring up this one. And somebody... Oh, man. Dude, don't do that. I want you to split. Split. Alrighty. So we had somebody else enter the competition just before the stream, which I need to add. Sorry if you're trying to enter now and it's too late for you, but somebody did enter Faux Hamburg. So we got 18 people who entered for this. Now what it is, I have every in-app purchase for DecentSampler. So that's the prize. I was going to split them up and try and give everyone an in-app purchase, but that's going to be too confusing. So here's the deal. If you win this full pack of in-app purchases, all the instruments, and you may already have bought a couple of them, please head over to the How to App on iOS We All Rise Together Facebook group. And, you know, if you haven't joined up, join up. And if, you know, you already have a couple of these in-app purchases, maybe share them with somebody else in the group, all right? Because you may already have purchased a couple of them. Because we all rise together, folks, yeah? So I don't know how many there are. There's like about 7 of them or something like that. So let's do it. There's only one winner. Yeah, only one winner, baby. That's the truth. So let's get it out the way and generate a winner. And it's number 8. So it's Peanut Cram. There you go, dude. You have won. So congratulations to you. Now, speaking of competitions and giveaways and all that stuff, remember I've got 2 copies of ToneBoosters Reverb to give away. They will be, so leave a comment, like, subscribe on this video once it goes live, and then in 2 days' time we shall do all this over again. Right, covered everything. I did all the giveaways. You can't hate me. I haven't forgotten. So let's have a bit of a jam, yeah? Let's do that, because we haven't had a chance to... I'm going to turn off the main mic and we're going to have a jam and bring in some crazy sounds. See you on the other side. Well, that was interesting, to say the least, man. Yeah. Sorry for all the muck-ups. Who knows? I was just making it up. Whatever. As you can see, look, basically, let's get rid of you. So look, as you can see across the top here, only one track had an extra effect on it. Velvet Machine, and that was just to give a little bit of like just to take away the chance of this bloody thing causing me a copyright claim like it did the other day for Radio Unit. So yeah, definitely you can see with the ToneBoosters, the TB Reverb, you can create some really amazing sounds just with a simple reverb. Definitely worth the price. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting another Reverb app, and you maybe were like me like a month ago going, oh, there's too many Reverb apps out there these days, yeah, think again, because the Reverb can do some amazingly crazy things. I've just seen Doug put in the chat that Russ's link is up. Is that right? Will I find it if I do a search? Let me see. If I do a YouTube search. It's not popping up for me. There we go. So it is there, but I can't. Maybe if I go over to the sound test room. Oh, this is getting to Inception. But look, folks, go over to the sound test room. You can see Doug's here in the chat. Go and check out the channel. Sub to the channel if you haven't. Set a reminder for tomorrow's show, Russ's show, because it's going to be awesome. Oh, man. Tom Rochelle. Hey, another round of applause for Tom Rochelle. The man is a beast, a legend. He learnt from the best. The link king is now Tom Rochelle. And folks, remember, I think in maybe, I don't know, an hour's time or an amount of time, Pete Johns is doing his town hall with Tom Rochelle. So make sure you head over and check that out. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. Sorry I went overtime. And just to let you know also, if you watched yesterday's opening hour, you may see that the Faith No More track was removed from my stream, because I copped a copyright claim yesterday that was going to stop it being played in a great many countries. So I had to do it. Not for the monetization, just because it was just not going to get played in a whole crap load of countries. So all the chat got lost. But you win some, you lose some, and that is it. But if you didn't see that show yesterday, go over and check that out, because I did a whole lot of covers from great artists who we know on this channel, like the Indigo Sunsets, Thomas Christ, Thomas Gillane, Pete Johns, Gary Hubbs. So go and check that out. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Hey, if you're over on the Twitch, thanks for hanging out with us on the Twitch as well. And if you're on Facebook, you're probably not. There's one person on, there's no people on Facebook. Facebook's going to be gone soon. All right, folks, take care. Have a great day. Keep making music. We'll see you over at Pete's show a little bit later with Thomas Christ. And I'll see you tomorrow for our mental health and well-being show on bullying. All righty. So I hope you can join me for that as well. That is going to be full on another mental health and well-being show. So there's the Creator Town Hall, Tom Rochelle kicking it up. All right, folks, have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, there's the music. Come on, I can't go one day without doing this. Bye, Doug. See ya.